Unveiling the mystery. What is absolute value? Absolute value. It sounds complicated, right? Don't worry, it's not as scary as it seems. In simple terms, absolute value tells us the distance of a number from zero. Think of it like a number's positive twin. For example, the absolute value of 5 is 5. And guess what? The absolute value of -5 is also 5. That's because both 5 and -5 are the same distance away from zero on the number line. We represent absolute value using two vertical bars around a number. So the absolute value of 5 is written as 5, and the absolute value of -5 is written as -5. No matter what number we put inside those bars, the answer is always positive. It's like a magic trick, but with math.
Picture this: graphing absolute value functions. Graphs are powerful tools that help us visualize mathematical concepts. And guess what? We can graph absolute value functions too. The basic absolute value function, f(x) equals x, looks like a V shape on a graph. The tip of the V sits right at the origin, 0, 0. But here's where it gets interesting. We can stretch, compress, and move this V around by adding or subtracting numbers inside or outside the absolute value bars. For example, the graph of f(x) equals x minus 2 shifts the entire V2 units to the right. It's like giving the V a little nudge. These transformations allow us to create a wide range of shapes and solve various problems using absolute value functions. Cracking the code. Solving absolute value equations. Equations with absolute values might look intimidating, but fear not. We can solve them with a few simple steps. The absolute value of a number is its distance from zero. For example, x equals 5 means what number is 5 units away from zero. Both 5 and -5 are 5 units away from zero. So, x equals 5 has two solutions. X equals 5 and x equals -5. See, not so scary after all. Navigating inequalities. Absolute value in action. Now, let's talk about absolute value inequalities. These inequalities involve a range of values instead of just one or two specific solutions. Think of it like this. Imagine you're standing at a point on a number line and you want to find all the points that are less than 5 units away from you. This is where absolute value inequalities come in handy. For example, the inequality x less than 5 represents all the numbers that are less than 5 units away from zero. This includes all the numbers between -5 and 5, but not -5 and 5 themselves. We can also have inequalities like x minus 3 greater than 2, which means we're looking for all the numbers that are more than 2 units away from 3. Absolute value inequalities are useful for expressing tolerances, ranges, and constraints in various real-world situations.
Section 5. Real-world wonders. Absolute value in our lives. Absolute value plays a crucial role in our everyday lives. Engineers use absolute value to calculate tolerances in manufacturing. It ensures beams are within the acceptable range. In finance, it measures investment returns and losses. Absolute value tells you how much your investment changed. In music, it helps us understand pitch. The interval between two notes can be measured using absolute value.
Section 6. Beyond the basics. Extensions of absolute value. While we focused on the basics of absolute value, this versatile concept extends to more advanced mathematical concepts. For example, in calculus, absolute value is used to define the derivative of a function at a point. The derivative tells us the rate at which a function is changing, and absolute value helps us determine the magnitude of that change. In statistics, absolute value is used to calculate the mean absolute deviation, which measures the average distance of data points from the mean. This helps us understand the spread and variability of data. Absolute value also plays a role in geometry, where it's used to calculate distances between points and lines. For example, The shortest distance between a point and a line is always a perpendicular segment, and we can use absolute value to find the length of that segment.
Section 7, Absolute Value and Technology, a Powerful Partnership. In today's technology-driven world, absolute value is more important than ever. Computers and smartphones rely on absolute value for various calculations, from displaying images to processing audio signals. For example, digital images are made up of pixels, and each pixel has a color value represented by numbers. Absolute value helps ensure that these color values are always positive and within the displayable range. In audio processing, absolute value is used to measure the amplitude of sound waves, which determines the loudness of a sound. This information is essential for compressing audio files, adjusting volume levels, and creating special effects. As technology continues to evolve, we can expect absolute value to play an even more significant role in shaping our digital experiences. Section 8, The Future of Absolute Value, Endless Possibilities. Absolute value is a fundamental mathematical concept with applications across countless fields. As we continue to explore new frontiers in science, technology, engineering, and beyond, the power of absolute value will undoubtedly lead to new discoveries and innovations. Imagine using absolute value to develop more efficient algorithms for artificial intelligence, create more realistic simulations for virtual reality, or even analyze complex data from distant galaxies. The possibilities are truly endless. By embracing the elegance and versatility of absolute value, we unlock a world of mathematical wonder and pave the way for a brighter future.
Section 9. Key Takeaways. Embracing the power of absolute value. In this journey through the world of absolute value, we've uncovered its simplicity, versatility, and importance in various aspects of our lives. From understanding basic concepts to exploring real-world applications, we've gained a deeper appreciation for this powerful mathematical tool. Remember that absolute value represents distance from zero, regardless of direction. It's like a number's positive twin, always there to provide a sense of magnitude and scale. As you continue your mathematical adventures, carry with you the knowledge and confidence you've gained from exploring absolute value. Embrace its power, explore its applications, and never stop questioning, discovering, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible.